if I could put that phrase in there with this, it's gonna sound dope on this track.
That's one thing I like. I would like to do it more, but when the DJ is doing the hook and they make the lyrics rhyme with another lyrics that they're cutting, like that's when a couple of DJs I heard in songs that do that. That shit's so fucking dope, dude.
Yeah,
like,
and they're basically writing lyrics.
Yeah,
that's so cool. Like it's talent. It's like genius level talent. Welcome back, everybody, to the All Fresh Chats.
Welcome back, y'all. Nice people.
We are back. After another week hiatus? But I mean, I think doing this bi-weekly is better, to be honest, man. Because we're not rushing to get episodes in. Plus, it's like, we have more to like reflect on because obviously what happened last week. we could talk about that a little later, but we had some fun last week. It was cool.
Yeah, we don't want to party, but we partied.
Yeah.
We had no choice.
Yep. Being that, at least at my age, I freaking need like 2 or 3 days to recover.
Literally, dude. It took me 2 days to get over the hangover.
Yeah, dude. But I saw you were working on the clockwork. I saw you finally put it on Pro Tools.
Yeah, I really was going to leave it like just straight recorded from the MP on, and I kept listening to it, and I was like, it needs to be on Pro Tools. So
yeah.
The reason why though is for side chaining.
Oh, so, yeah.
Like I really want to link up with you later and just learn side chaining on Pro Tools, and also little effects.
Yeah, side chaining, parallel compression, all that stuff. That's like way advanced for people that are getting into the engineering aspect of beat making and actually just recording vocals. But yeah, dude, the side chaining and parallel compression, yeah, that's the way I'm gonna teach it. It's gonna be easy. I should teach everybody to make like a little tutorial on like TikTok or even this YouTube page.
Yeah, you should, dude, because I would watch it.
Yeah.
And I understand side chaining is just a matter of figuring out where to do it on Pro Tools.
Right. Yeah, but
you explained that to me.
That
for sure.
And then side chaining is easy. Parallel compression is a part that's like a lot of work. I mean, it's tedious. So it's, especially when you're doing vocals that you're trying to get the vocal to cut through the beat that has the same frequency as a vocal. That's the part where it's like parallel compression comes in handy.
That, and I want to go over too when the last time we were doing a little session is you're teaching me fishing for the bad sounds,
Oh yeah, when you're the frequency when you
the bad frequency.
Yeah, you gotta look for the bad frequency. That's the part you lower down. Yeah, there's different methods, dude. Like my method is not the 100% correct way to do it, but it's the way that I found it works for me.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of people, even if that's why I'm afraid to do a tutorial, because I'm sure there's gonna be some guy on there that's gonna be like, "Oh, you're doing it wrong," because you don't do it this way.
And then your response should be like, "Well, let me see your video so you can teach me. I'm teaching them my way. Let me see your way."
Yeah, let me take your video and post it on my page. How about that?
I'll make all the money.
Yeah. Oh, I did see that. I don't know if you saw it. When producers flex on each other, when sound engineers flex on each other. You seen that video?
No.
Where he's like, "Oh man, like you put reverb on the actual track." Come on, like he gets like all like just like you won't know unless you're like a producer and know like what he's talking about. Oh, you use Fruity Loops still? Oh, and he's just like just all flexing on you. Yeah, that was a funny. That's a TikTok actually.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
I was getting my scroll on that time. But as far as guests, dude, some people hit me up and say they want to be a part of it. They want to be a part of this. I actually want to bring in one of my good friends. Actually, you probably know him too. Is the homie Rodney? He goes by Ronin 760 Gaming, and he's really digging our podcast. And I've been playing with him on his live stream. He, of course, he live streams on Facebook Gaming, and I thought it'd be cool because he's all interested. He used to be a rapper too, which is
Yeah, I remember. That's how I remember him when he was rhyming.
yeah. He used to be a rapper back in high school. Actually, he's good friends with the Expression.
Ah, okay.
So, and yeah, I've been really wanting to get him on this podcast and see if he was down. I'm not sure if he lives in the valley though, so I think every time we talk, it's like a quick like, "Hey man, what's going on? How you been?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm good." "Hey bro, there's someone behind you," and you're like, right away, got like, "Oh shit!"
Take cover. How you been though? Fuck man, reload.
Like so where do you live again? Shh, comms, be quiet. I gotta hear his footsteps. I was like, "Oh damn, all right."
You hear him in the woods.
It's like, you see that glint? He's right there. He's aiming at you. I'm like, oh shit.
How you been? I'm dead.
Buy me back, bro. Yeah, so I really wanted to get him on. I really want to get Crooks and Larry on too. Those two guys I think will be perfect for a podcast.
That's 3. I mean, that's 2.
Yeah.
Would they be on the same podcast?
I don't know. That's a good question because I would want to talk to Larry about like, his whole MC.
Mm-hmm.
His whole MC thing. And then Crooks is of course talk to him about his studio and his coming up.
I think it'd be good to have them both on there. That way we can learn how their chemistry.
Yeah.
Like we have our own chemistry when we would make music. It'd be cool to have both of them and be like,
yeah.
Crooks will probably be saying the same stuff like, "Oh yeah, Larry's gonna ask me to do this and I already do it." Like I want to see it, if they do stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I know Larry, whenever Crooks is busy, Larry will hold down the studio sometimes and he'll be in there running stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool that he does the engineering too.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
Yeah, that's a crucial thing for like anybody that's starting out, MCing or rapping, whatever, is learning how to actually use Pro Tools, Logic, Fruity Loops, anything that you can get your hands on.
For sure. I agree. And for the longest time, I did it back in the day for a little bit. I was learning how to separate tracks on the MP.
Yeah.
But then I just stopped. And then I was like, man, now I was like, I wish I would have stayed learning a little bit every day because I would have been, super comfortable doing everything now. But hey, at least I started,
Yeah, no.
It's better late than never.
It doesn't matter when you start as long as you start. That's what I always said. But one thing I was gonna say was, whenever I'm mixing and stuff, I go into like the zone where it's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like I get into the zone where I just lose track of time, and it's always like me working on one little part of the mix that like nobody else is probably gonna hear. It's always gonna be like that one little like that one little just the little part that reverbs a little bit.
That second.
And as soon as I hear it, I'm like, yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
Did what? I missed it.
Yeah, that's the it's kind of the downsides of being an engineer is you're listening to every little thing and then you hear something, it's like, oh dude, it's off right there, damn it. So you gotta go back with them people that like listen to it, listen to hip hop every day that they just listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even hear it. They're just like, oh, it sounds good. What the fuck are you talking about?
They just hear the beat and the lyrics.
Yep.
Sometimes just the beat.
Yeah. As long as the lyrics have a bounce to it, to the beat, then people love it. What's your take on and I asked you this a while back, but what's your take on like on music, how it's portrayed now as, hip hop and no longer is like, it's not really rooted in the boom bap. It's more trap now.
It's just that's the trend right now,
Yeah.
That's the trend, and it's a young man's sport. I like to say, a lot of young kids are just doing it. Oh, like I guess our generation really just a lot of people don't fuck with it. They'll listen to it, but I just feel it's weird when like I try to rap on trap beats because I've tried it.
Yeah.
Way back when we were started working on Gone for Good.
Yeah.
And we did a couple of tracks, and of course I had in my words, I had to dumb it down lyrically and get stupid, get ignorant.
Yeah.
And just to I guess, to cater to that frequency. Because in my opinion, most trap is a very low frequency. Like not as far as sound wise, but like as far as mental. You know, you hear like that. For example, comparing soulful rap to trap. You know, like that's a higher frequency, the more conscious rap, I should say.
Right.
And it's just lower down here. I'm not hating on it. Just you can. For me, I could feel that frequency.
Well, it has to be dumbed down almost, because nowadays, if you want any kind of radio play or to hit a listener right away, you have to say things, slower and make sure they understand it. Unless you're doing, of course, mumble rap and everybody's just on drugs and just fucking
get that lean,
like, and that's when it's like, it's like, okay,
I want to be a mumble rapper. Oh, go pick up some lean, go get some cop syrup, and we'll get it going.
Yeah,
but yeah, dude. Like when I was doing it, and then we did a couple of tracks, and when they were done, I was like, man, this is not me, dude. Like, yeah, I couldn't do it, So I was like, I'm gonna try, just not even put those out.
Yeah,
and I do but as far as DJing, I love scratching on trap beats, dude. Like maybe because the double time and it's up there in the 120s,
Yeah.
So like you got those rolling 808s, the 808 sound kit, and I'm there, But as far as rapping, I don't know. As far as creating it, I can't do it.
Who's dope is DJ Idea. His beats are really dope, and the way he scratches to them is super sick.
Yeah, he hasn't been active lately, like in the DJ world.
I've seen him post a couple times here and there.
I seen him though. He's been real hella busy in the studio, like engineering and putting out beats. So yeah, I was tripping out. And I the last time I seen him at Nam, I was like, "Yo, what's up, dude?" Like, I was like, "Hey, when are you gonna put out more stuff?" Like, people are waiting. Like, I'm waiting, bro. Like,
I thought you were gonna tell me like, "Oh, what's up, dude? You want to battle or what?"
Nah,
no, I'm just kidding.
I'm not like that. I approached him as a fan,
as a concerned fan.
Yeah, being down with this stuff. So I told him like, and he said, "Oh yeah, I got something I'm working on." So I got one of his pressings of the last 7-inch he did. It was just straight beats. I can't remember the name. And I was like, "Oh, 'cause, so I copped it." And he was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, what are you looking for? Like, what is it that you need?" I was like, "Dude, put out some more beats, bro. Like, you had some dope shit. Scratch beats." But like I said, I love scratching on trap beats, especially the ones that have a bounce to it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or the spacey scratch beats with that boom, that weird ass bass. That's that effed up bass. Like, it's so dope.
Yeah, that's why I want to do that project I'm working on is the synth trap, because I just we're making a lot of synth wave beats, especially for like our beat tapes and our looper projects. A lot of it's like synth wave with like just like some old school drums, and it's coming out really good. But there's a couple of them I kept for myself. I threw like a lot of trap drums on there, and those are coming out freaking awesome.
Dope.
And I wanted to release it as like a project. I'm not sure if I want to get people on there to like rap on there. I think I just want to keep it as just beats, strictly beats. Oh, speaking of which, I just finished a project. I'm gonna release another beat tape, and this beat tape's gonna be for. I got the idea from the homie that streams. This beat tape's gonna be strictly for like people that want beats for their gaming and streaming and stuff.
Super dope.
And it's gonna be nothing but like trap beats that I've had in the past, that I made in the past. It's gonna be 19 to 20 beats, and they're all dope.
Nice, dude.
I'll show you them later on. You probably heard a few of them, but I'm gonna put it out. I just gotta make the cover now.
Nice.
But yeah, it's a really, really. Most of those beats. Half of those beats are off of my BeatStars page that I'm gonna delete pretty soon. And if you guys are interested in any beats, you better hurry up and go to my BeatStars, because that's coming down really, really soon.
You got 5 days to buy something. Half off.
T minus 47 hours and 27 minutes. But yeah, I'm working on a few projects. Plus, of course, the NFTs and Ahhhh. And speaking of which,
he will be back very briefly. He's doing nunchuck practice. Nunchuck practice.
We got hoodies finally.
New gear alert. New gear alert.
This is going to be a limited time because limited stock.
Front. Back. Back is back. Yeah, they look dope, dude.
They're comfortable too. And we got some other colors, and these other colors are freaking gonna blow everybody out the water.
Right on, right where it's getting cold in the valley, it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah. And it doesn't get too cold, so these aren't gonna be, super, super fluffy where you're not gonna be able to move or scratch. Yeah. These are gonna be perfect.
Light. Feel like your favorite blanket you had as a baby. Just like that. And you wear it all day, and then when summer comes, you'll still wear it. Like, it's so comfy. I don't care if I'm sweaty.
The corner's all messed up because you always chew on it.
you cut little holes in the sleeves. So
yeah.
Thumb could go through.
Yep. But yeah, dude, these sweaters are they're in. By the time this podcast comes out, hopefully our website will be up, ahhhfresh.com. And that's where you can check out our stock. We have other designs on there too of shirts.
Camisas, pantalones, zapatos, everything.
Bowling shoes.
Those bowling shoes we were talking about, we ran with it because it sounded good.
Because if you want to go bowling and look fresh, you're going to want the Ahhhh bowling shoes.
You want to take the game to another level. Yep. Not only DJing, but bowling.
What if we did Ahhhh gaming? And just all these upcoming gamers, just so you can start sponsoring them.
That'd be dope.
Imagine. That'd be cool.
Controller right there. Hey, let's run it, dude. The idea was created, so let's run it. You have a joystick right there, too. Controller, headset, everything, bro.
Make the little decal so you can put on your controller, bro. This is Ahhhfresh decal.
That'd be pretty sick.
What? Who do we hit up about that?
Ourselves.
Pretty much.
Dude, so my needles came in. I bought from Smoke One. He hooked us up.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you how they were.
I haven't put them together yet because I've been so busy. But today, after this podcast, I'm going to go home because I've been feeding to scratch. Nice. And try those needles out. So I'm going to go home and hook them up. And I'll have some dope stylists. I think they're the end. They're similar to the Shure, the M44s.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait. So I'm gonna get that going. Scratch it up, and then Paul Scratch. Shout out to Paul Scratch. He released his Wonder Flow looper.
Yeah.
So I heard some of the beats yesterday, and I was like, oh, I gotta cut. So big rest in peace to Wonder Cut.
Yes, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I'm gonna get cutting for you, bro. I mean, he's an awesome cat. Super. Every time I ran into him, it's just straight love. Like,
super humble.
Yeah, super humble. And it was a dope connection, And all the times I met him, it was at Nam. And this dude was just, he is a character. He was unique. So
yeah,
rest in peace, bro.
Super talented too.
And much love to Scratcher, the whole team out there in Canada. Much love, y'all.
Yep, much love. But so
I do want to put out a looper.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, what's up with the looper, because remember that idea I had for a radio station?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I made a couple of dope beats, scratch beats. Mm-hmm. I just don't have enough for a looper project. So when we're ready, since we got the gear, we could put out an Ahhhfresh looper.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we'll have it ready for the radio station.
Right. That'd be dope. So the radio station I was talking about, a few episodes back. I wanted to just put all my beats, even get like some submissions, and just make like a 24/7 loop of a radio station, kind of similar to like the lo-fi chill beats you listen to on YouTube. That's what I wanted to do. But I got the idea of, like, what if we just kept it all like scratch beats, Of course, you're gonna have to filter out all the ones that people are gonna scratch to, but it's an idea we're kind of throwing out there.
Still, I gotta work out a little bit of things like how long the looper needs to be, and maybe tempo wise as well.
Yeah,
like jumping from tempo to tempo, but it'll be dope.
Style wise too. I mean, like there's people that do trap loopers, there's people that do like boom bap loopers, electro funk loopers.
Oh, let's see, that'd be dope. And if we just keep it on that style, that'd be really dope.
And that's the part that's hard to do, because I would like to just put out our loopers just to give it like a test run. But I know like our loopers, like if we put all of our loopers on one video, it's gonna be kind of weird, because it's gonna jump from like electro to like funk, and it's gonna jump back into boom bap, and it's gonna go all over the place. And there's people that like to scratch to purely boom bap. There's people that like to scratch purely to trap beats. So that's the part that's kind of hard. We have to figure out. But yeah, we want to come out with like an off fresh FM. I think that'd be cool.
That'd be pretty ill, dude.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
And speaking of beats too, I've been making more beats, scratch beats too, to get to incorporate like the scratch phrasing.
Right.
Not so much of the on fresh. So I submitted a couple of beats to the homies that are working on MK Ultra, MK8.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Scratch Street. It's his little project he does. But the beats I submitted were mainly to get you to do more wordplay,
right,
and scratch phrasing. And I've been stuck on that lately. I've been doing the all fresh for a while, but I get bored of it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to scratch phrasing, and that's where I have more fun, because it gets super technical, and you're really cracking the code before you can even scratch to it. Because like you could get so, for me, like I'll do basic stuff to get to like understand the wordplay, and then once I get there, then I'll start getting technical with it and start flipping, get super weird with the style. And then like once I crack that code, I was like, okay, now I can start flowing.
Yeah.
And it's just that's where the fun's coming in. I guess maybe because my mind is cracking this code, and then now I'm running free once I crack the code, and so much fun. So the beats that'll be on MK8 my beats will be wordplay beats.
That's dope. Yeah, I know. Scratch wise, when you try to scratch phrases, a lot of it like you have to scratch on vowels. The A, E, I, O, U's.
And then the words that have the hard hitting, like
a T, like a T.
Cut.
Yeah, like you gotta get those hard hitting those letters.
Yeah.
Because like when you try to scratch like somebody saying like something with the S, like so fresh, like it's hard to do the so, because it's like it's kind of, at least for me, it's hard. I mean, I'm sure there's like turntablists out there. It's like, man, you gotta know what the fuck you're talking about.
You do this technique on that. This is what you do on that. Don't let me repeat yourself.
Oh, so remember the homies Rest in Paint and his crew? So he's been showing like a lot of love. Him and his crew have been showing us a lot of love, and because we shouted them out at the last podcast. And because of that, he's been like reposting like a lot of my NFTs too, which is dope. I thought that was cool for him to do that. So I hit him up, like, do appreciate you doing that. Let me know if you guys ever need beats for another project. And he was like, actually, we need some beats. So I shot
that's
him
super ill.
Yeah, I shot him like 2 beats. He picked one of them, and he was like, hey, is there any way we can get you to scratch on it? And I'm like, yeah, I can get my brother to do it, because he's my co-host. Because I don't really wiki that much anymore. But yeah, he's a cool cat, man. He really.
You weren't lying though about their project. Like it took you back to that boom bap era.
Right?
And I was like, okay, I fucks with it, dude. Like,
yeah.
When you're playing it in your room when we're working on the shirts, I was like, okay, like this is dope, dude.
Yeah, this is dope, right?
This is super dope.
Especially like a lot of their rap tones are like, it's like, yeah, it's fucking hip hop. It's underground hip hop. And that's one thing I really liked about it. That's actually the kind of music I like to listen to, is just a lot of like underground hip hop, like the ones we came up listening to, the Atmospheres, the Brother Ali's, Sage Francis, like all that stuff. Because to me, they embody like the whole trying, like just putting their best into it.
Yeah.
Like they just, they're constantly thinking about like. I saw an interview with Slug from Atmosphere talking about he just released a single, and he was like, "Yeah, so this single, I put like a lot of it's a lot of wordplay, so you have to listen to it a couple times to understand what I'm talking about. But this is the what I wanted to go for. So that's cool that they do that. That's the kind of stuff I like to listen to, especially if the beats freaking some good like
Yeah.
soulful hip hop beats.
Yeah, and that's one thing too. Like I really like is that Rest in Paint, their crew was still doing that because
Yeah.
it kind of. I'm not saying that like as me being a rapper, I don't want to rap like that anymore, but it's still dope
Yeah.
to that they're keeping it alive. You know, they're
Mhm.
doing their part. And
Yeah.
as far as rapper wise, like I want to go back to that as well. You know,
Mhm.
and just change though, of course, a little bit of style, but
Right.
uh, it was really dope, man. Like it inspired me to be like, okay, so I could still rap about that, you know, because there's still people who are down with it,
Mhm.
and I could probably make a couple of tracks. I wouldn't probably do a whole album, you know,
Yeah. No, shoot them
but
like a beat or two, and I'm sure they'll like it. Cause
no,
like
as
with
far
the
as rhyming though,
oh, I see.
yeah, yeah, like
Yeah.
rhyming,
What
because
about scratching the hooks,
I could do that for sure. I could do that. That's I could.
especially the
That's my
wordplay
favorite. Yeah.
and
I like to get super technical though. Like
yeah.
I
No.
don't want to keep it like even though it's dope every now
Mhm.
and then like the Primo style
Yeah.
cuts on the hooks, but me when I do it, it's like I want to get stupid technical.
Yeah.
Like gotta get if I want to make it hard for me to record, I want to be like, okay, I gotta do this is this 10th take. I'll get
Yeah.
it though. I'll get it though.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Actually, I've been watching uh DJ Premieres. I don't know if you saw it on YouTube. He's doing a little series called So What's Up, and he's basically talking about some of the beats he made for the people in the past. And of course, he mentioned Rearrange with Limp Bizkit and Method Man, and then he mentioned Royce 5'9" Boom.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just talking about like his process, like how he makes beats, and when he has to come up with the hook, he comes up with the hooks. Most of the time, he's coming up with the hooks, and they're all scratch hooks. And he's already like thinking as when people are rhyming on his beats, he's already thinking like, all right, the hook's gonna be, uh, I forgot, wham, bam, god damn. I think that's the homegirl from the West Coast.
Yeah, I noticed that old school West Coast.
Yeah, yeah. And he's like thinking
What's her
about
name?
like he's just like every song you've ever heard in your life, every lyric that you ever heard in your life. He's DJs like this are thinking about like, if I can put that phrase in there with this, is gonna sound dope on this track.
That's one thing I like. I would like to do it more, but when the DJ is doing the hook
Mm-hmm.
and they make the lyrics rhyme with another lyrics that they're
Yeah.
cutting, like that's when a couple of DJs I heard in songs that
Mhm.
do that. That shit is so fucking dope, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
and they're basically writing lyrics.
yeah,
That's so cool. Like it's talent. It's like genius
Mhm.
level talent. I think that's why a lot of people can't like they don't really look at DJs and producers as like oh, he's just a DJ or he's just a producer. But people relate more to the rapper because the rapper is talking about, of course, their lives.
yeah, they're front line. That's why.
Yeah, and they don't see that the technicalities of what goes in. Like I put in a lot more work than somebody that's rapping on my track. Like an immense amount of work.
For reals.
And then
I synced it. I synced it.
and then the rappers are the ones that get all the love. But I mean, that's hip hop.
Mhm.
That's this day's hip hop. Yeah, dude, DJ Premier is one of my top 5 producers and DJs. He's up there. I would like to see him go. What the hell happened?
Just imagine it was never recording. Battery.
Okay, let's continue this conversation audio only. So yeah, DJ Premier embodies like the kind of DJ like I wanted, the DJ producers that I want to be. That freaking boom bap, those chops that he does with his samples.
Yeah.
To this day, I still can't copy his style. It's kind of hard for me to do. I understand it. I understand what he does. The way he chops the samples, the way he does, like it's insane to me.
And do you think it's because he kept that mentality of his first sampler, where you can only sample so much?
Yeah,
and he just he just kept it.
But then, like, if you hear like remember Classic, where like Kanye had I don't know what I can remember right now.
It's Kanye, Rakim,
KRS, and then Nas, and then someone else too. There was a fifth person on there.
No, there was only 4.
Really? Well, anyways, that Classic, like that one was just straight loop. I didn't know that. I thought he chopped it.
Took the best part and just ran with it.
Yeah.
See, that's like that one. What I mean, the last time I was talking about it, some samplers are so dope that you just don't need to chop it. You just loop it.
No, yeah, you know? I agree with that statement, and that's all frowned upon. But we've already said that's kind of a dumb
loophole,
way. Yeah, that's a dumb way to think if you think that's not hip hop. That's hip hop to its fullest. I love boom bap. I want to make a boom bap shirt and put All Fresh in the back.
Boom bap with the all in the fresh. Yep. So congrats on putting out NFTs, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Man, you've been putting in a lot of work, and that's dope that you're putting it out. I'm still having a hard time getting the app going so that I can buy one.
Yeah,
but it's on the to-do list.
Yeah, you have to do it on the computer. You can't. You can't do it on. I mean, there's people that do it on their phones. But I don't know how they do it, but I gotta be on a computer to do something like that.
They probably go into the desktop site. My phone allows me, because when you're on your phone, it's a different. Your whatever you're looking at, made for your phone. But you click a little button, you go to desktop site. It goes to looks like a computer screen, how you would see it on your computer. I'm guessing that's how they did it.
Yeah, yeah. It's you know what? No, you can buy it through MetaMask, because that's how I bought that stupid egg that never hatched.
Okay, so I don't have to link the Coinbase to. I mean, I'm sure it'd be helpful. Easier.
No, you probably got to create your account and stuff on like a computer, because I think it's easier that way. Because once you get your 10 phrase password, then that's when you gotta. That's what you gotta remember. You want to look on your phone wherever you saved it.
Oh, I hope I took a picture of that.
Yeah, dude,
I wrote it down. It's in my backpack.
Okay, so that's good. Yeah, you have to keep that. You know what's funny is that somebody hit me up last night. Some random guy I've never met before or seen before hit me up asking me if I want to collab on some NFTs, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm down. I'm down to collab. Like, what's your NFT? Like, where can I find it? He's like, oh, honestly, I don't even know how to do it. That's why I was hoping to collab with somebody so they could show me how. I'm like, oh, bro, it's easy. So I explained to him how it was, and he was like, oh, I get it now.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
It's cool you help someone.
Yeah. Actually, the homie Rest in Paint, too, he wants to do NFTs, and he was asking me how to upload on OpenSea. I tried other sites like SoulSea and Venly, and this, as cool as they are, like it's hard to stick to it, because like SoulSea, for instance, when I was trying to upload my NFTs, I'd upload some of them, and then the image won't show up. And then so I was like, why is that? Why is it's not showing anything? Like, it's hard. I want to sell these right now. Like, why is it taking forever to upload? And then like after my fourth one, I tried to upload again, my fifth one, and it wouldn't even take it. So I was like, what the fuck's going on? So then I went to try to verify my account. I went through the process of trying to verify it, and then I look on their Discord, and everybody's having the same issue.
Oh, okay.
Nobody can get verified. I waited 2 weeks to get verified, and somebody told me they're on their 6th week.
Damn.
I'm like, dude, I can't wait. I gotta freaking put these out
now.
Yeah, I gotta put these out, because I've been talking like, on my other NFT page. I gotta put these NFTs out.
So which ones did you put out that resemble certain artists?
Yeah, so the story goes like they got this transmission from Earth. They landed on Earth 1996, so the transmission they were getting was a rerun of Yo MTV Raps, and a lot of all the bears are like taking a liking to some of these old videos of like rappers and stuff. Not to say they're old, but yeah, there's like P Diddy's on there, ODB. I just made a Ghostface Killer one. Inspector Deck was probably one of my favorites. Tribe Called Quest is hard to like do all three of them, so I just did like the cover for Tribe Called Quest. I thought that one came out clean.
Nice. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
That one, and then your Slick Rick one.
Yeah, but those are just to name a few. There's a lot of them on there. It's people are loving them.
And they're already released?
Yeah, they're all released.
Oh, right on.
I need to redo my website for that too. Because the website I'm using, you can go on the website now. It's but it's not where I picture it was going to be. What it was going to look like. I want to have different phases of like what I'm going to do with these NFTs. Because the one thing that people invest in is they want to buy like the crypto art.
Mm-hmm.
But then there are people that want to invest in crypto art. So if people that buy it, they just buy it and hold on to it, whatever. People that invest are willing to buy it, hold it until you eventually pop off and then they can resell it for a bigger price. But what helps is if you have like a set goal list and you're showing everybody, the audience. And my goal is to upload 50 NFTs of like my rappers. And then after that, I want to get into other things besides rappers. It's cool to do rappers, but then you have to like kind of like not everybody wants a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking about like doing some anime, Star Wars, whatever I could think of.
Yeah, Frank actually gave me a good idea what you should do too. Super simple, but I'll tell you after.
Okay. No, you can say now.
Oh well, so we were talking about the whole like when you decide to do your bear pixelated.
Yeah.
Do different color hats.
Oh yeah.
And super simple, but
yeah. I
was like, oh, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, I want to do a pixelated bear, but I want to make it 3D pixelated. That's my next goal.
I wanted to say too, like, I don't know if it would be hard to do, but when you do your website for your NFTs, I think it would be so dope if you made it look as video game-ish as possible.
Yeah.
Like for me, like when I go and it brings that nostalgia, I was like, okay, now I'm happy here. Like,
yeah.
I'm happy looking through this area. But that would be cool to have it any type of 3D or looking like maybe that like they're inside the space station,
Yeah. Actually,
how fucking MySpace, you're able to do your background and look like it would be cool if you did it like that. Like
that's actually what I'm working on now. Is I'm trying to make all the space station. Basically, I'm trying to build the space station from the inside, and like just have the different rooms because the main room is going to be like their image copy room, and that's where they copy the images of whoever they want to look like, and that's kind of like it's going to somewhat finish the story. Eventually I want to get into like actual like 3D rendering and do all that work, but that's hard to get into. Especially doing the animation for like some of the stuff that takes a lot of time, huh? A lot of time. It's easy, but it just takes
trial and error, learning. Yeah, but it's worth it though. I mean, like everything else, it'll better your craft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because my end goal is to I want to be able to make a comic out of it, eventually make a cartoon out of it, like a little YouTube cartoon, like a little maybe do 1 or 2 seasons and be done. And It's gonna be all like these bears are gonna be goofy, funny, and some of them be serious and mean. And not really have a villain because I think that's just like too old school tradition. I'm trying to break out of traditions, so just on an adventure.
Maybe some people don't have a fucking arch nemesis.
Yeah,
we don't want to know. We're just chilling.
Yeah, it's like Man, I get it. Like in anime, like that's one thing I don't like. I don't like about like I love Dragon Ball Z. One thing I don't like is that like every time they power up or every time they level up, there's always a freaking an enemy that's like stronger than the level they just got to, and it's like.
And he does it like at the snap of a finger. Oh,
Yeah.
superpower of 10 times more powerful than you.
Yeah. And then Vegeta gets his fucking butt kicked, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh, gotta get stronger than Kakarot. Oh, and he's like, dude, man, chill out.
I gotta go back to the hyperbolic time chamber.
Do they ever fight somebody that's weak? Like, I don't get it.
Do they ever just run through someone like quick as fuck?
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. It's like, you guys are strong. You guys are basically almost gods, or probably are gods
They're
now.
still getting their fucking ass kicked.
It's like,
for a minute,
how do you keep running into people that are stronger than you? I'm like, yeah, I understand you gotta challenge yourself, but there's got to be days where it's like, you know.
There has to be a day where a weakling challenges you and you just fuck his ass up.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like, show that.
Are we finished? Are we finished, Kakarot?
Like, oh, he's a strong opponent, but then like when they come and punches one of them, it's like, oh, actually he's pretty weak. And so that's like I love Dragon Ball Z, but the concept of like them always like getting their ass kicked in the beginning of the season. I mean, yeah, it drags the season on, but come on.
That was funny, man. That's true though. Like, can't there just be a anime where you're just chilling and there are no enemies? You know?
Yeah.
Like, there's always a constant enemy, always in the show. It's like, how about there's just a time where they're walking and then they just fuck someone up because they try to get crazy and then that's it.
Those are fillers, but then those are not what the story. And like, yeah, I understand, it makes sense. But like, what if they like I was kind of messing with the concept of the whole, and we're gonna get into like nerd anime talk, but the whole Ginyu Force thing where Captain Ginyu was able to transfer his soul into another body and just take over that body. Like that whole aspect, I think that should be explored more in these kind of animes where you're gonna have a weak guy, but then the only reason why he gets stronger is because he takes over whoever's the strongest.
Okay.
And it's just constant, you know. They got to figure out like how do we dodge it from, you know, getting one of our strongest warriors. You know what I mean? Like that's something they should explore more.
Now, was that his power, or he only did that when he died?
He did that when he was when he knew he was gonna lose.
Okay.
So like on that episode where he's fighting Goku, he's like, he's getting his ass kicked, and he's like, okay, I got to switch bodies. And then like before he did it though, he like punched himself like in the chest and like you know if he can stabbed himself with his arm. And then like Goku's like, why are you doing that? And he's like, switch bodies. And then they
I'm not done, gonna fuck you up, son.
Yeah, so then they switch his bodies, and then Goku's like, you know, dying because he got stabbed with his own arm. But yeah, that's something to like look into, you know, for anime.
I like Dragon Ball, but I could never get hardcore into it.
Mm-hmm.
Only because it took so long for them to fight sometimes.
It does, man.
Like, they'd be 3 episodes deep and he's just still powering up. Ah!
Yeah.
Ah! Ah! 4 episodes later. Ah!
Yeah,
I'm ready to fight now.
Yeah.
It's like, I couldn't do that, man.
And then the opponent just like waits there and just like, all right, like he's just smiling the whole time. Like when they fought Cell, and then like freaking Vegeta's trying to power up. So just watching him like, oh, this fucking smirk on his face. Like, come on, dude. If somebody was powering up like that in front of me, I'd be like, oh, it's my chance.
Ain't no rules in this fight, bitch. I'm gonna fuck your shit up.
Ain't no rules to this.
This is a street fight, remember?
But yeah, I kind of go back. As far as like my whole comic / cartoon I want to do for the Bears, I do want to incorporate like people's suggestions on where the story should go. I think that's cool. One of my incentives, and this is like a first for anybody that's listening and is interested in NFTs. One of my incentives is if you buy 2 or more of my NFTs, 2 of my bears, I will make that person that bought 2 or more, a customized bear.
Nice.
So whatever they want to look like. I eventually want to make it a website where they can create their own bear. And I know like I've seen the Board
Build
Ape.
your bear, dude.
Yeah, the Board Ape Yacht Club. I know they're doing that now, and I thought that was a cool concept. Like, when people can make their own, especially like my little bear. Like, just choose like Well, right now I've only got 10 bears, 10 different bears, and they all have their own little names. You got, you know, we got to go on my website to look at all the bears. But
yeah, I liked how you did that. You explained
the
them
little
and the names.
storylines.
Yeah, that was super. I got super into that, dude. I was like, see, now this fool is catering to nerds like me who like those cartoons and the games where they explain their characters before you start playing. Like, oh, I fucking love that. Because then you're drawn to the one that you like the most, or you resemble that kind of is like your personality.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this fat one that says he got no skills. That's me. I'm gonna do that. That's my favorite one. I'm gonna pick him. You know.
Yeah, he's the gentle giant. He's like the weapons expert.
Yeah.
But he's a gentle giant. So it's like he makes weapons, but he's like, I don't want to make weapons, but he has to.
Yeah, like that one. I like that one too.
But yeah, so I had the idea of like, you can pick whatever bear. Of course I'm gonna make more, but so these 10 bears for right now, and then you can choose whatever you want. You know, there's some female bears in there, there's male bears in there.
Bearisha.
And you can pick whatever bear you want and just customize them how you want. That's what I eventually want to do. And for my gold ones, the rare one of ones, because a lot of my bears are like 3 of 3s and stuff. If you get one of my gold ones, I will not only make a custom bear, but I will give you a unreleased track. One of my songs or beats, whatever.
That's dope. This bear comes with a beat.
Yeah, and you can use this beat for anything you want. You can either rap on it, or you can put it on streaming. It could be 100% yours.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah, so it's it's a lot of incentives. Like, I'm gonna get more into it when I start building the website more. But yeah, if you're listening to the podcast and you're interested in NFTs, this is what's going on with my NFT world.
When you make your bears, I know this is the last question for the NFTs. When you make your bears, are you having the most fun doing it, or are you like, oh man, this is tough. Oh shoot, like, oh, I messed up. Like, explain.
No. Every time I make a new bear, it gets better and better, and you can actually see like the progress. On my OpenSea account, my first bear was the Kanye bear. So the Kanye bear was just a plain 2D version of my bear, kind of looking like Kanye West. Like when he first did the listening party for Donda, and then if it progresses, like my Eazy-E bear was like one of my I think 5th ones that I made, and he's starting to get 3D, but he still it doesn't look as 3D-ish as the ones that I'm making now. Now, like the latest one I made was Inspector Deck. I made it with with a whole like ninja with the hoodie on and stuff, and then he has a ninja sword. Now that one looks cool because now he has like actual like what do you call the white part of your eyes? Is that not the iris, but the
I don't know.
Well, okay, he has instead of having like a big old black eye, he has the white around it now. So now it looks like he has like pupils and stuff. And
so they see the growth in your
yeah. If
that's cool.
If you pay attention to the design of it, the bears are basically evolving.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. And the more I'm getting into it, I mean, actually, I just today bought some new brushes for my my designing program, and these brushes are they make fur, and that's what I wanted. I wanted them to be furry, have like little furry, inside.
That's cool.
Because the black part of my bear is the spacesuit. The white part of the bears are their actual body.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah, so the white part's gonna be like furry, like whatever, and it's cool because like when I get into like later on, when I get into like create your own base bear, you can choose the color, the pattern, all that stuff. I'll give you like a palette of like the ones you can choose, and then you just pick whatever one you want, and then that fur. So I can't wait to do that stuff.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah.
That's super ill, man. Like I'm like super proud of you that you actually are doing. You're doing all this stuff for your NFTs. Like you're super dope, dude.
Thank you.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait to see the fluffiness show on the bears now, dude.
Especially for the gentle giant one, he's gonna be fluffy as hell. He's probably gonna be fluffy, but then if you cut off all his fluff, he's gonna be buff as hell.
You thought he was fat. He's just big boned and buff.
Yeah. But for right now, yeah, I'm gonna drop 50. I might even drop 100 bears that resemble rappers. Because like I said, I don't want to do all rap. I mean, it makes sense because I'm a DJ and I love rap, but it's hard to make some of these rappers like look the way these bears look like some of these rappers, because like I really want to do a KRS-One one, but KRS doesn't really have like a signature look.
I was gonna actually tell you this. What you should do is look how their albums look and then emulate that.
That's actually what I did for the Big Boy one.
Oh, okay.
So I did the AT Aliens, and yeah, that's exactly.
Oh, okay.
So I was even thinking about that, and just like maybe like whenever somebody buys like a bear, send them the cover of like what he's supposed to look like. Like this is why, this bear looks like Lauryn Hill because of this album cover.
Ah, okay. It came from so and so's album.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope, dude.
Yeah. But that's NFTs. Me and my NFTs. I stopped doing so much music and I just started focusing on NFTs, and of course focusing on Ahhhh. Oh shit. And then I was talking to the homie and he was like, "Damn, you really don't do music anymore?" I'm like, "Honestly, dude, everything I've been putting out music wise has just been old stuff I've made in the past. Haven't really made anything new. The newest thing I've made was the when I was flipping the sample 5 different ways. I've only made 4 beats out of it, but I'm probably gonna put that out pretty soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just been focusing on that, on Ahhhh and then on NFTs.
Yeah, I haven't been focusing hardcore with music. Like I think this last month, I still been doing a little bit, but I haven't been going as hard as I normally would. And I think it's just because of nunchuck practice, but I think also just to take a little break to reflect and learn, experience life. That way, when you come back to it, it's just that much more better,
Right.
And I think also to give my ears a little break as well.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'd be constantly with loud music, trying to making beats and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is burnout.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of nunchucks, dude, Flying Lotus.
Yeah.
I saw that he's doing nunchucks, dude, and he's on the same technique that I was learning too with the 2 nunchucks.
Yeah.
It's called the 3 beat weave.
Yeah.
So I saw his story, and I was like, dude, that's so dope. Like I messaged him, I was like, I just learned the same technique, and I messaged him, and I sent him the video where I was doing it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, it's just crazy how like some people are doing the same, or on that same journey, like maybe he decided, oh yeah, I'm still making music, but I'm gonna start learning nunchucks right now,
Yeah.
And then, like, how crazy is that he's doing the same technique that I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
So I was
that's crazy.
Yeah, I was a little amazed.
Yeah, it just sucks that nunchucks are illegal.
Mm-hmm. I as far as that, like, I'm gonna just do it at the house,
Oh yeah, no, I know that, but I had a friend of mine who he bought those the styrofoam, not the styrofoam, but those foam ones that I have. He bought some of those for his kid, and then his kid left them in the car, and a cop pulled him over, and then he saw that he had that in the back seat.
They can't take this. They're not supposed to take the styrofoam. Styrofoams are okay.
Yeah, I know, but he was like ready to freaking.
Oh, he assumed that they were the real deal.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I already jumped to conclusions.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, that's for real. That's when I found out, like, oh, they're illegal. Like, oh, dang, okay. Well, why'd you leave them in there, man? Come on.
Yeah, that's what my dad was telling me too. He was like, just don't leave them in the car. It's equivalent to like having a gun.
Yeah.
Or even maybe worse. He's definitely don't fuck someone up with it.
Oh, I know.
And that couple of weeks ago, when my dad, because where we live, it was weird. Like there was weird people walking down the street, you know. So my dad left. He goes, "Hey, I'm leaving. I'm gonna be back later, but watch out, because there's some weird dude walking in the middle of the street." And he goes, "Just go lock the gate," but he's very close to the gate. So I was like, "Well, if he comes close, I'm gonna fuck his ass up with the nunchucks," because I was outside practicing.
Yeah.
So I'll fucking whack him and then fucking put the nunchucks away and get a fucking little stick. You know, get the fucking, what are those little sticks called?
Kendo sticks?
Not kendo. Yeah, kendo sticks, right?
Yeah.
Or so I can't remember. I was like, I'll just pick one of those up and say I whacked him with that, but. And then it got weird. Too, though. Yeah, it got weird, man. Then
that's the ones I want to learn. Actually, those kendo sticks. I don't think they're called kendo sticks.
No, I can't remember the name.
But I know on Warzone they're like Cali sticks. But I really want to learn those. Those are cool.
Yeah. That, and my next weapon I am gonna try to learn is the bow staff.
Oh yeah,
unless Rock can teach me the samurai sword, the katana, hopefully. But I kind of want to keep learning a couple of weapons, you know. But the nunchucks, man, it's so fun, dude. Like for me, it's getting more spiritual. Like not so much. I know you're swinging this weapon that could basically kill someone, but when you're swinging it, it's just like it's just
flowing.
It's flowing, you know. And I'm not saying I'm the best at it. I'm just getting very comfortable. But it just like my mind just stops thinking. My mind's always in overdrive, and when I do this, I have no thoughts whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it's just like I'm just swinging, moving, and it's like almost like you go into a trance, because I see myself too when I watch the videos. I'll do a move, and then like my body just like it'll go like this, almost like drunken style. Almost.
Yeah.
Like I kind of want to say what I'm doing is like drunken movement sometimes. And
yeah.
Not hardcore, but a little wobble, you know, and I think it's dope. I don't want to like correct that, because that's what's coming out, you know?
No, yeah, it's just like it's flowing like water. I mean,
I try to be,
spiritually we're what 95-96% water our bodies.
I think it's like 70 to 80.
No, it's like in the 90s.
Really?
Yeah, it's like dude, we're 90-something% water, and when we do stuff like that, it's just we're flowing. We're just water.
Yeah, and I feel myself like getting all loosey goosey and just like.
So if somebody were to lay on the ground, you step on them, you're walking on water, and you're
saying,
and then you're Jesus.
I'm Yeshua. Oh snap!
I forgot who said that,
but yeah, dude, it's so much fun, man.
Yeah.
And I really have to take these next 2 days off because my arms are so sore that after 10 swings, like they're dead already, and it's annoying me. It's just I don't want to stop though, because it's so much fun, but I have to.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. Like I pulled mine out, my nunchucks, and then I started going, and next thing you know, I'm just like trying to do the techniques that I've learned in the past, and it took me a couple tries to like make that one. I don't know if you've seen. Oh yeah, you remember that video I made? Like it took me a few times to get that little motion going, but that's basically what I know. But it was fun just even doing that. But the next day, my shoulder was hurting because I was just constantly trying to perfect it.
Yeah.
And then that was funny. It was cool, but it was funny.
Yeah, it's funny too, because Jose's like, "Damn, this fool's better than you," and I was like, "Dude, it's not about being the best, but
No.
and that's okay if he is, you know." It's like, it's not about that. It's about that connection, that spiritual. I don't know. It's just that I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just a crazy good feeling that you get.
No, it is. But yeah,
I kid you not though. Like when I first started swinging them around, just doing your simple figure eights, my arms got sore. And then after that, I took some time, a day to recover.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was able to swing longer periods of time. And I was like, cool, like I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
And then when I started learning how to swing from behind you and then behind your head, that's what got my arms sore now, and like even more sore. And I was like, damn, dude, like I thought I was over this soreness from just swinging, and it's like working different muscles on your body. And now I'm like, dude, I gotta take a break, man. I don't want to, but I have to.
You should check out Nick Diaz nunchucks.
I saw that the other day.
Dude, he's insane with those. He just learned from YouTube too. But I was watching an interview where he was he had did his whole, because at the time he was like just a cardio monster, but he did I think he did like a 30, 40 mile bike ride, got back in the gym and hit the bag, the speed bag.
Yeah.
He did that for like an hour, just speed bag, just. And then after that, he went home, and then he had to do like the interview for his fight, because he had a fight coming up. And
the
during
press conference?
yeah, so he had to do the over the phone press conference. So while he's on the phone, he's right there just swinging his nunchucks, just the entire time he's on the phone. I thought that was cool. And then he has like a in his house, he has like a string with the tennis ball, and he just will just whack it with his nunchucks the whole entire time.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't see that part.
Yeah, and he's really, really good at it, man.
Yeah. I seen that and I was tripping out. I was like, dude, he's badass too,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was amazed, like, I can't believe this guy does it too. And then
Mm-hmm.
I like, though, he explained, he goes, yeah, I was using traditional, but if you want to look faster, get the speed chucks or the
Yeah.
aluminum ones. And then he pulled those out on another video, and then he was like that much more faster. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man, I gotta look into getting maybe some speed chucks once I get super comfortable moving fast,
Yeah. That's why I got those foam ones. I can practice with those.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's fun, but it's not fun getting hit.
Nah, dude, like I hit the back of my head too
Yeah.
hard when I was learning to swing from over your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And this is due to my arm being sore, and you just get a little sloppy,
Yeah.
So it started moving. I think I was a little higher,
Mm-hmm.
and it just came down and hit me like behind the ear hard, and I was like, "Oh shit, dude!"
Yeah.
But it didn't. I was like, I got to be careful because I could just whack myself and knock myself out and be on the floor outside, all night.
Yeah. Speaking of knocking yourself out, so last week the reason why we didn't do a podcast was because we went to a friend of ours. He just turned 30, and we went to his party, and it was a surprise party, and I kid you not, he has a big family.
Mhm.
Every person that brought him a bottle of like whatever tequila he liked, Jose Cuervo, Patron, they brought him Don Julio, 1800. Every time they would bring him something new, and this was like going on all night, he would want to take a shot of that.
Yup.
So it's like constantly just taking shots of tequila. And yeah, that was a Friday night. And then
And we went in, though, to the party, be like, look, we're gonna just drink beers and maybe a couple of shots, and that's it. We're not gonna get ripped because we gotta wake up early. We kept telling each other, yeah, I gotta get up early, and
Yeah.
I gotta get up early too. So let's just not.
yeah, plus we had to like work on on the hoodies too, because we're doing the hoodies ourselves. But yeah, so then that was the plan initially going in, but then the whole thing just went down the drain as soon as
Mhm.
like birthday boy came. He wanted to do shots with us, and his sister was like telling us like, you guys gotta get just as lit as him. And I was like, oh, come on, why though?
If
Because you're
Jose's
his
getting
friends.
lit-
I was like, oh, damn it.
Shit, okay.
So
Jose's
yeah,
getting lit. You gotta get lit.
so yeah,
Oh, like that.
it took us like 2 days to recover from that, because there was a lot of tequila.
Literally 2 days, bro. And this is why I do not drink like that, because I waste 2 days of my life.
Yeah, that was probably the one and only time we're gonna drink it like that ever again, unless something else comes up where we're celebrating something big. But as of right now, I'm not gonna drink like that again.
Yeah.
Even before that, I have never drank like that since like 5 years ago. Can't remember the last time. Oh, when we went to
Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
Oh man.
That was like, yeah, I think that was like 4 or 5 years ago. Either way, that was fun too, though.
That was a good night too. I mean, it was fun.
Yeah,
I know I got super tipsy, and thank goodness I just didn't fall on my face out there,
Yeah, I know.
or fall from the bathroom stall the way it was set up, fall off and
Oh,
fuck
I
my
almost
shit
tripped
up.
like a couple times, man, because they had to go to the bathroom. They had a porta potty. It was on a trailer, and you had to like take like 2 steps up to the trailer, and then a couple times I was walking out and I almost fell. And yeah, dude, I wasn't even trying to make a spill there. But it was fun though. I can't say I had fun.
Yeah, I definitely had fun. Just the next day, I did not have fun.
Yeah, no.
I was sleeping on your couch till like almost 4, dude. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, finally I snapped out of it, and I was able to drive home and fall back asleep.
I had shit to do that day, and I was still drunk, and I still did it.
Remember we were talking about it too, like when we started getting buzzed, we're like, dude, if we get fucked up, let's just do the podcast all hungover, dude. And we're like, yeah, dude. And just all like still hair all messed up, dirty
Yeah.
shirt from yesterday. We're like, yeah, let's run it, dude. But then, nope.
No, dude.
Not for me.
Couldn't even wake up. But yeah, that was the reason why we missed last week's episode. We had fun. It was fun.
Yeah, he fucking hoser lit up like crazy. Because I asked him like, dude, when you walked in, you were mad. You look mad. And he goes, oh yeah, that's because I don't like surprises like that. But then I was like, yeah, but when you saw us, motherfucker, your face lit up like it was Christmas, dude. And he was laughing. He's like, yeah, dude, I didn't expect you guys to be there.
That was funny. He's like, how'd you guys hear about this for real? And I was like, we were driving by. We heard the music.
We were cruising and we just heard the music. That was funny.
So, no, for real. So like, dude, we all planned it. But yeah, that was cool though. Yeah, he was surprised. Anything before we sign off? Shout out to actually, I wanted to shout out Valley Talk Radio podcast. They shouted us out on their story, and that was cool. Hoping to get an episode in with them, man, because I watched like 2 of their episodes, and they're really dope. They're actually, I think they're more legit than us. They have cameras that don't die.
That's why you can't see your pretty mugs right now.
Yeah.
Or you probably still be able to see the effect in the back.
You can't see the off fresh hoodie I just put on right now.
Oh, were they able to see that?
Yeah, they were.
They still.
Yeah, but yeah, like shout out to them because they are. The podcast is dope. It's legit. You got one dude wearing a mask in there too, which is he's trying to
ski mask.
It's more of like one of those smiley face masks that lights up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. That's cool. He probably doesn't want to be recognized by anybody unless he wears a mask, of course. But yeah, shout out to them. They shouted us out on their story.
I'll have to check out their podcast.
Yeah, and hopefully we get to do one with them too, and they do one with us. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
And I noticed too on their last episode that they did with the expression. They were at the index.
Okay.
I don't know if Crooks let them use it for that day or what, but that was cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to say one thing too. Life is short. Make sure you do what you love to do every day. Yep. We all are, depending on what situation you have, just make sure you take time to do what you love to do, even if it's for like 10 minutes. I don't know how awesome I feel. Like, even though I'm having a busy day, got off work, if I do nunchucks for 10 minutes, I'm so happy. If I make a beat for 10 minutes, I'm so happy. Like, just do what you love to do. Because you're going to be super old at one point, and you'll be like, oh, I wish I would have did more of what I love doing. So even if it's just for 10 minutes, do what you love to do. Whether that be playing with your kids, reading a book, practicing making beats, drawing, just get it in for at least 10 minutes.
Yep. Do what you love because you love it, not because you expect a result out of it besides the joy of doing it.
Yeah, it's hopefully it becomes a way of life too, as our passion is becoming a way of life for us. So,
yep.
I just want to say something positive, so you guys know you have a positive quote from Mr. L.Hundo, aka Confucius, aka Nunchucka, aka this girl's calling me DJ Nunchucks now too. Oh, it's funny.
Nunchaku.
Yeah, she's all DJ. I'm gonna call you DJ Nunchucks, and I was like, oh, okay. Fine. As long as you give me your number.
You can call me what you want. Just don't call me broke.
I was like, you could call me anytime as well.
So, one more thing too before we sign off. Allfresh.com. It is up by the time this podcast is up. We do have new merch. I wish we can show you guys some visuals, but of course, camera things. This is gonna constantly be a continuous thing. We cannot fix it. Unless we got like a whole camera guy back there working on.
Well, that's the reason the camera dies. Our camera guy just decided to go get something to eat.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry if the audience can see us, but the camera guy, he's slacking. We're gonna get a new camera guy next week.
He didn't even ask us if we wanted anything, too.
Yeah, that's what really bummed me out. Is he didn't say, "Hey,
you can take breaks all you want, but man, if you're gonna get some, at least let me know.
I'm gonna go get some tacos." Hey, you guys want some? Like, you're not even like that. Like,
no.
So that bums won't be coming back.
But yeah, ahhhfresh.com. You can go and check out all our new designs, our new shirts. We will be coming out with a little promo video for everything. Follow us, official Ahhhfresh, at DJ Bass,
at l.hundo.
And if you guys are interested in NFTs, of course, follow my NFT page too. Is Bass Bear Collection on IG and DJ Bass on Twitter, and you can see all my artworks and stuff. And this is the Ahhhfresh Chat. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Out.
Sorry about the visual, but we will get a new camera guy.
As long as you can hurt us, then that's all good. Again.
Yep. All right, peace. Peace. Make sure. Oh, look, he's back. Hey, you didn't bring us anything? Come on, dude.
Yeah, fuck the problem, bro.
You know what? The same door you just came in through. Go out. Don't come back. What?
Oh, fuck him up, fool. Fuck him up. Get those nunchucks. Get those nunchucks, dude. Swing it. Swing on him. Oh, shit. Yeah, you want to borrow my knife? You want to borrow my knife?